You got the car man, baby. Today we talking about, what we talking about today, Popsy? Spark plugs on a 4.7, 3.7, whatever. This particular one's on a Jeep. Give them a cross over the Jeep. You can see we're kind of deep into it right now. Those pretty heads right there. Woo! Anyway, I'm gonna take the camera over since the princess is gone and we're on our own right now with no editor, no nothing like that. So I'm gonna put it on pause and Popsy's gonna take over. Hey Popsy, so the first question I gotta ask you is explain to people why they need to, on an aluminum head, you really need to take your spark plugs out when the engine's cold, right?
Correct.
And tell them why that is.
Because you can mess up the threads. Of course, aluminum gets soft when it gets hot. Even though they're tempered aluminum, it's not the soft aluminum like aluminum can, but you can mess up the threads. Yeah, and
just trust me on this, guys. Let your car sit overnight, let it nice and cold before you ever attempt to change a spark plug out. Now, on these Jeeps right here, they actually call for a Champion, right? I think is for a factory. But it's kind of crappy. We don't really like it. So tell them what you went with.
Iridium Bosch.
All right, let's see if we can get that bad boy. Now, believe it or not. All right, hold on. She's coming in. I can't quite make out the numbers. It won't quite stop. There we go. Well, still not that great. But anyway, the Iridium Bosch, we run about $8 a piece. But why do you spend $8 on them? Tell them why.
You have to do it less often.
Right, so those are
100,000.
Yeah, 100,000 miles.
So you get true spark for 100,000 miles.
All right, so what's the gap on these supposed to be for people that got it? Now, this is for the 4.7. This ain't the HO, and this is only between up to 04, right?
Correct.
Like about a 2000 to 03.
Calls for 35 thousandths.
35 thousandths is a gap. You can take a little coin like this. We prefer feeler gauges. I've lost mine. My other one's is too small.
Stick it under there, rake it around.
Oh, let me show them how you do that. All right, just sit tight. Put the gauge up flat where they can actually read it. Okay, you see it right there. So we're gonna gauge the spark plug on top of this. Sorry you can't really see that, but the 35,000. There you go. I almost caught it right there, but watch him put it inside of this. Now ours are at 40, right?
Right. The gauge is thin here. You just start thin, rotate it around until it stops, and that's what it's set at.
That's right.
40. But these are brand new from the factory, and they said you do not have to set them. So,
yeah, they say they don't set them. They're at 40. Maybe they run a little hotter. That's what I'm thinking. A little longer gap. So that's cool. Now let's talk about everybody's. When you're at AutoZone, they say, "Hey, you want some anti-seize? Do you want some anti-seize or not?"
If the book calls for it, yes. If it does not,
you're not helping anything by putting anti-seize on it. So definitely, in this particular case, someone in the previous life had used anti-seize, but we've already cleaned the head. And when we installed these, it had anti-seize on it, and we've got it off, right?
Correct.
Okay. And it's got a little crush thing on it. The
crush ring.
It's got a little crush ring on it. So when we put it in there, it's going to seal nice and tight.
Right. So we already had them in. We removed it. I took some ether, shot the threads on it just to make sure they're clean so you get a true torque.
Okay. And let's take them over there and show them where it all goes.
Okay.
Okay, so the first thing you're going to learn about this is actually a spark plug.
There you go.
Okay, a spark plug installing tool. That's what we use it for. I don't even know what size that is, to be honest with you.
5/8.
Okay, it's a 5/8 standard. That's a standard,
but it holds it. You can.
Yeah, see, it's just going to hold it in there nice and tight.
And the nice thing about these, the plug goes vertical.
Yeah, do you see it kind of go in? Let me watch this. All right. And the reason that's so dang important is because you don't want to ever, I mean ever, do anything that's going to cross thread. Right?
If it don't go in finger tight, it ain't going.
Yeah, finger tight that thing. Do not, don't overdo it. The torque on it is... Okay, so he's putting the second one in now, guys. When you actually get ready to do this, this has got a coil on top of it. So it's going to be those black towers. You just unplug them. It's a 3-prong, and slide it out of the way and go to town. Of course, there's 8 of them. The back one's a little bit problematic to get to, but you just use a shorter 5/8. And a little tip when you say place it in there with a little short magnet. Yeah, he's saying, yeah, that's exactly what I would do too. Anyway, there's our heads we just installed. This side's already got them on it. Awesome. Are we ready?
We are.
Action! So anyway, if you're out just trying to kill yourself on trying to do one of these old spark plug jobs, I feel your pain. Matter of fact, so does this finger right here. That was not the middle finger, so don't even say that. I don't want any kind of, misunderstandings. But anyway, yeah, so it's torque 18 to 22 pounds. Now, if you don't happen to be on this exact same Jeep, the 3.7 is real close too. I think it's 20. But whatever you're going to do on a spark plug, definitely take the time to figure out if it calls for the anti-seize. Definitely torque it. What happens if you over-torque it? You've got a serious problem. You under-torque it and the thing blows out of there, you've got another serious problem. Nothing good happens from you guessing whether it's supposed to be there or not supposed to be there.
And the other thing, it won't destroy the threads. Sometimes if you over-torque it, it cracks the porcelain.
Oh yeah, you crack the porcelain. It's just a big pain in the...
Yeah.
What's the correct way to say ass?
Buttocks.
It's a great big pain in the buttocks. You heard it first on the Carman's channel. Stay tuned. We got more crazy stuff going on. Websites. Jen's going to Las Vegas. I'm going to have to go help all those beautiful women. I know all y'all feel sorry for me. But anyway, see you on the next one. Support your troops. Home front hugs. Can't wait to see you again. Subscribe.